So last week I got a code from EA for the new Plants vs. Zombies game. It's called Battle for Neighborville, and I've been playing a lot of it. I've been playing a lot actually on my own, but also with my nephew and with my daughter. And everybody in my family's had a big smile on their face. This is a very cute, cluttered, crazy experience, which I think is kind of what you want out of a Plants vs. Zombies game. I dug the previous Garden Warfare titles, and I like their ambition and their kookiness. It was a crazy idea to begin with the idea of these cute little characters shooting at each other. The mechanics were pretty sound, but one thing that kind of hampered me when I played the Garden Warfare games is that they felt a little kludged with all of the tower defense stuff that you had to deal with. So consequently, it was an accessible game and a cutesy game, but it was also a complicated game that got a little clunky for me. And I didn't just get completely lost in it. With Battle for Neighborville, I didn't really find that problem because they've eased off a little bit on the tower defense stuff. You still have missions where you're gonna plant plants or zombies in sort of defensive tower situations, but for the most part, this is a class-based shooter. It's almost a little bit like Team Fortress in a way, where you've got a bunch of different characters and different classes with different abilities that of course you can level up and you can customize. You've got 7 slots and you constantly unlock new abilities to fill those 7 slots with, but the cool thing is that everybody has those 7 slots, so you can't be super max overpowered than somebody else, which is great, especially in multiplayer. So you're constantly kind of mixing and matching your abilities, and also you're finding costume items and stuff. This is a game clearly loaded with lots and lots of different economies and lots of different things to collect. You can also promote your characters so they become more powerful and unlock new abilities. And some of those abilities might be that you regain health a little bit faster or your reload goes up a little bit quicker. So it's not too crazy. It's not like you suddenly gain the ability to leap over buildings or something like that. This is a game filled with zany characters and a lot of fun. I gravitated more to the plant side, which is how the game starts out, and I was really a big fan of the acorn and the tree. Just this super cool combination of being able to have this rapid fire machine gun, and then you press the transformation button and boom, you're a giant oak with a rocket launcher. That sort of disparity in power was really fun in the confines of one character, but you can also play as a rose, play as a support character like a sunflower and give out health like a medic. And on the zombie side, you're gonna see similar kinds of things. You can play as this kind of military zombie character with a stink bomb, and the stink bombs are fantastic. They're like nasty smoke grenades where the poison sort of saturates into the plant enemy, and it's really, really fun. Visuals are amazing, the character designs are fantastic. You know, it feels solid. It feels like you're in this cartoon land, you know, and the maps are pretty cool, and they cross like a Wild West town with, you know, period elements. You've also got a suburban town, which looks like something out of the dystopian 1950s. Got this weirding woods kind of area. You can also do some practicing in an area called Giddy Park. And then you've got these hub worlds where you can exist as the plants or the zombies, and you can explore them, and there's lots of targets to shoot and little gnomes to collect and chests to unlock. The explosions hit and they feel palpable. All the sort of bullet fire and the smoke that you have to run through, all of it. I mean, it's all cartoon and it's all sort of set to the context that you're vanquishing your enemies, you're not killing them. It's not like a super violent thing, of course, but it feels very solid. It feels akin to something like the Battlefield games, you know? Like, it's just super fun and tactile to play, and I think it's been purposefully built for you to just wander and explore and find little bits of fun and keep leveling up and keep trying different characters and checking out all the nooks and crannies of the experience. The game is just loaded with little objectives, you know, and little collectibles. And then you get rewarded with costumes and lots of coins. And then you spend some of those coins on experience points, and you can unlock new emojis and things like that as well. And I do have to be honest, like, so many different currencies and coins and marshmallows and tacos and things that you have to bring back to different characters. It gets a little overwhelming, and it certainly brings up the concerns that microtransactions are going to be a big part of this experience. Although when I talked with developers about Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville, they were pretty adamant that this is going to be a very fair game, and it's not going to be overloaded with things that you're going to have to purchase ambitious and you're getting a lot of content, but because so many games have been infiltrated by this insidious microtransaction BS, the concern starts to rise up as you're playing this game. It's like, when are the microtransactions going to come in here and wallop me and rip apart some of this fun that I've been having? So far, I haven't been asked to spend any money, and I've experienced and explored a ton of content in this game. I think EA and the PopCap team worked really hard on this one, and I think it's putting a lot of smiles on people's faces. Definitely my face, and definitely my nephew and my daughter's faces as well. I'm going to give Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville an 8 out of 10.